booth 22. I'm here on the booth of Eowave. Hello. I'm here with Mark.
How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
How is the Superbooth so far?
Oh, very nice. Lots of people, nice weather, nothing to complain.
And you
great.
have really a nice, cozy situation here in the bungalows.
Yeah, that's very nice.
It's really
under the
best
trees.
way. It's so cozy.
Nice beers.
It's an own vibe here compared to the main Superbooth.
Yeah, it's our.
You are a developer from France.
Yes, we develop. I am developing synthesizers since over 20 years now, and I have my own brand, and I'm developing also stuff for other people. But my brand Eowave is developing, releasing products since I think 2002. Where we first started with sensor systems, and then we went to effects, stereo effects for synthesizers, and then we did the Persephone, which was a ribbon synthesizer. That's almost 20 years ago. And we slightly moved to a modular system because actually I was a fan of modular systems since the late 90s. And so I also switched to the production of those products.
Is your company a big one? Or how many people are you
no,
working with?
Eowave was always a small company. Now we are 2 persons working for Eowave. Thomas, who is doing all production and communication, and me, Mark, who is doing the development of the products.
And I have always the impression when I play with your Quantic Swarm, which was a big success for Eowave, I think, they have a very unique timbre. They are not that classic oriented. It is coming from your music style you are doing maybe, or where comes this? It's always a bit more, not dirty, but it's a bit more saturated, it's more characterful. It's coming from your own music, what you're doing, or where?
I don't know. The thing is, for me, what is important is to is what's coming out, not what's inside. I'm not. I didn't study techniques, sciences. I studied musicology, and what was interesting always for me is what's coming out. And I love transistor-based circuits, so they are a bit unstable, but I like this character. So if I can do something with transistors, I will always choose this option, and that's maybe give the sound of the Eowave products.
You have a collaboration now with another French company with...
Yes, we are working with Touellskouarn and the French composer Yann Tiersen, who wanted to have his own synthesizer. He's coming from Brittany, and he wanted to develop the first synthesizer from Brittany. Brittany is a French region where they speak a specific language nobody else understands except them. But he wanted to have it like this, and he had specific ideas on what he wanted on his synthesizer. It had to be compact, had to be 4 voices, and able to layering stuff. And
how different is it to develop when you develop your own synthesizers, and when you have a let's say a musician like Yann Tiersen, which is super talented, which knows from many compositions. And he played also last year at the Superbooth. When you have such a brain inside your development team, how different is this?
He's giving his ideas and his wishes, and we're trying to understand those and trying to do something that will please him. So, and then we have to find a middle way in between his wishes and what's technically possible, or what will be sellable, but at the end it will be a synthesizer that will be sellable. So we have to be able also to manufacture it, and not only one piece. So that's
is he also involved in the faceplate or in the design, how it should
He's
look?
involved in the names and the functionalities and stuff like this. No, the external design is made by Gael from Touellskouarn, and we have used his famous filter.
Okay.
And I am doing more the digital stuff and the whole correction of the electronic.
Does Yann Tiersen also tells you how it should sound, or?
Not really. He mostly said, okay, I like this filter or I like this kind of VCO, so can you implement something like this inside?
Okay. Maybe can we see it also?
Yeah, so this is an advanced prototype, but it's not finished yet due to chip shortage and other problems. And so you have 4 oscillators here, with a selectable octave per oscillator. It's MIDI controllable. You can so adjust the pitch of each oscillator. Here you can sweep each oscillator from a triangle wave to a square wave to have more richness. And then you can have a mix of each individual oscillator. Here you have also individual outputs, individual trigger and individual CV input. So you can modulate any of the oscillators. Those 4 oscillators are going into a filter. It's a 12 dB filter with a low pass, high pass switch. And it has this really aggressive timbre known from the Touellskouarn products. And then it goes through a transistor VCA. And at the end we have also a delay analog style, which have a variable frequency.
There's a lot of this feedbacking and
Yes.
So it's more, do you think it's more a synthesizer for drums or is it more
No. I'm showing you the aggressive side of it, but you can also do some less aggressive things. Here, just to finish, we have 2 envelopes. They can be switched in between AD, RR or looping envelopes, and an LFO that sweeps from a triangle to random wave. The LFO is assignable to either a filter or whatever you want. Interesting thing of this synthesizer, so you can do drones, but you can use it also paraphonic. There are 3 modes, so now we just listen to the monophonic mode. All 4 oscillators are played together, but in the polyphonic mode you can play chords. Important thing with the volume here, you can lower the level to have less aggressive noise. So if you want, you can do also the third mode, it's a mixed monophonic paraphonic. If you play one note, you have a chord. You have all notes at unison. If you play two notes, you switch the two oscillators. Play three or four notes. It allocates the voice. And something in monophonic mode, something Yann Tiersen asked a lot for it was the random mode, where you can switch between the octave each time you play a note. So each time I play, it switches to another note.
The oscillators, are these known chords, or you're
There are
using
triangle chord style oscillators. And one thing which is not implemented yet is there is a SH101 style sequencer here, where you will be able to record, like on SH101, a sequence and replay it. And but it has also a polyphonic mode, so you can also record chords.
And you can, as you said, you can play it with MIDI, so it's also a standalone box.
Yeah, it's a standalone, but there will be two versions, a standalone box version like this, and also a 60 HP module-sized version.
And there's, so the sequence is not implemented, and there's some more work to do on the digital side.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, that sounds really interesting and very, very characterful. Like the modules I know from Touellskouarn.
Exactly, yeah.
When we can expect it?
We hope to be able to produce it this year if everything goes right, but we never know. So, but the goal is to release it in fall.
Okay, and the modules are available at classic retailers, Schneider's Lahn and
will
so
be
on.
sold through Alexpro distribution all over the world.
Okay, then you had last year also some new releases or announcements. Are these now?
This year we
now
finally we're gonna finally produce the Fluctuation Magnétique MK2, which is a new revision of the Fluctuation Magnétique, and also the Metallic Resonator, which is also a reissue of our Metallic Resonator we did 10 years ago.
Okay, then big thanks for the interview or for the presentation. It looks super interesting. I'm interested to see then the final product. And hope to see you again in a final video, in the next video. So
bye bye.
Bye.
See you soon.